Hey, we're live. I'm using the shoulder strap, so we're not using the selfie right now. Just want to make it clear where we're at right now for everybody to see. Right across from Calvary Church. .226. It's entrance. Everybody comes to the back though. Stop the war on choice. It's a nice truck. A really nice truck. I wonder what this place is. But yeah, I told you we'd come back and do IRL. Let's wait for it to get cooled off here. So we're back. And this guy Nick held is a liar. Complete fucking liar. So let's see how uncomfortable we can make these guys without being mean. Some real psycho shit, you know. Oh, he doesn't look the same with his glasses on, though.
Trying to recall. It's
Star Fox.
Star Fox, okay, that's Star
What's
Fox.
up, man?
First time I've been seen you out here.
I've been trying to catch you for a minute, you know.
What?
I've been trying to catch you for a minute.
Oh, well, I'm out here a lot, regularly.
Yeah, I watch all your streams. Saw the guy come through yesterday with a mask on. Remember him, the Israelite?
Yeah.
So how you doing?
Very
I'm not
blessed to
here to
be
do anything, man.
Oh, I know.
I wanted to talk to you in private because I don't think they're gonna want to hear like what you kind of lied about.
What?
I said I don't want to bring up what you lied about. If you want to talk over there,
What I lied about?
I'll tell you over there if you want.
I don't mind you talking, right?
I don't want to talk in front of these people.
Okay.
They're all over the internet right now. These are 7 platforms.
Well, this isn't, but yeah, I mean.
Come on, let's just talk over here. You can trust me. Look, I don't have nothing on me.
Yeah.
On me.
Careful the black guy, brother.
Yeah. I will have to turn it on.
I know how it works. I know what your job is. I've seen it enough. It's actually weird being out here, you know?
First time out here? First time out here?
Oh yeah, it's been out here before.
What? Yeah, you
They're
have.
scared, so they're running away. It's okay.
No, they're just leaving.
I'm used to people being afraid. It's like my superpower.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm afraid they're just leaving because they got to. I'm planning to leave here soon, so.
I do broadcasts on white supremacist sites too, so it's all good.
I don't know. If they were fearful, they wouldn't be here.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Man, all right, so now you told me that we were going to go and get breakfast and read the Bible sometime. When we met at the protest. Why didn't that ever happen?
You didn't reach out to me about it.
I did reach out to you. I put a comment on your YouTube channel and it got deleted by someone.
Yeah, I didn't delete it. I mean, yeah, I'm open to that. We can do that.
I don't want to. It's just that's why I've been mad. That's why I've been mad.
You're mad. Okay.
No,
I'm open to that. I guess I just didn't. Maybe I didn't realize it was you, or I don't like. If you're open to that, then I'd say, let's do it. And it had to find a day and time that would work for this. But
I don't know who that is.
What's that?
Said I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Because there's been some characters out here though.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't get any offense by that. If you did reach out, I guess I didn't realize it. Or
Alright, good. Actually, do you have a contact card number or something?
I give my number. I don't have a contact card.
Let's I got this on here, so could you write it on a piece of paper, and then I will not get it on camera.
Okay.
And actually, to be surprised, you'd be actually surprised to know that I'm doing interviews with people.
Yeah.
I just interviewed Dr. F from NYC. He's this crazy guy. He's and there's another guy, Chris. I'm gonna interview him. He's interesting. But if it works out eating, maybe I can interview you on my channel too.
If you'd like to.
Yeah.
There's also my name. Well, you already have it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Probably fix it.
Oh, they live there? Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to head out myself.
Yeah.
What's going?
I've gotten into some crap too. I got attacked in Old Town almost did some really bad things to some people, but I got my balls back.
That's good you
No,
did.
it was a setup.
Old Town's not a safe place.
You,
I know,
you
'cause
got you got enemies. I got
regular.
enemies too. I'll tell you about some of the stuff that I'm going through. But yeah, I didn't come here to do nothing. I honestly didn't want those people around because I read people and they just came off as like scared. So I was like,
They're Christians.
I don't want to scare people because it's like nobody ever gives me a fucking chance ever to talk about anything. I could tell you this though. I think a lot of people, the criticism out there is like stuff like this, but that's not an actual picture of a fetus, right? Yeah. But yeah, I've seen what people are like out there. Honestly, the way I feel about it is like a woman's choice is a woman's choice. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because, I mean, there's all those things people bring up, like, what if you're raped? What if that? What if this, But as a man, we're not really a woman. So how can you kind of have authority to tell a woman what she can or can't do? Isn't that her free will choice to leave it up to God? I mean,
not if she's murdering her baby.
I understand.
Just as if she was drowning her child in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Then if I'm in the house, I'm gonna try and stop her. If a mother out here attacked her baby, like outside the womb.
Yeah.
No one would say that. Well, you're a man, so you don't have a say over this. But because the baby's in the womb, all that goes out the window because we've dehumanized those children. And like all the stuff that you say about that this culture says about it's a woman's right goes out the window as soon as the child is born.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense. And so and I tell people like these children in the womb are even more defenseless than the child in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And the born children, because those children can scream to where they might be hurt. They can, someone can run away for, old enough. And these children can't do any of that.
Yeah.
And if you see my videos and you know this, they have police protection to murder their children. Police protection.
There's a cop here?
Oh yeah, there's always cops.
Are they really WPD?
As far as I know.
Are they in there now?
It says police and, they're...
Well,
babies are being murdered here with police protection.
Yeah. I disagree with the way you do it, but I'm not taking the approach like I come from a world where if people disagree, they try to intimidate you, stalk you, knock you out. Old Town, freaking, gang up on you. It's tyranny. I don't want to come at people with like tyranny. I just rather take the open approach of like, a discussion about it. But I do believe that there are women, who take high offense to it because they're like, as a man, you're telling them what they can and can't do with their bodies. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from, with people getting mad and angry. So like, how do you feel like about those women who think that men should not like have authority over them to make those choices? Because there's a lot of murder. There's people that go out and like kill people and stuff. Like serial killers, they do bad stuff. There was something that just happened, in Minnesota. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible, and freaking, of course, that's terrible. But this isn't, in my opinion, as bad as like people who. Oh yeah, I see that one.
That one's real.
Yeah, that's the one that. Now the other thing I'll say with people with kids who see that kind of stuff, they get mad. You know why they get mad?
I know.
What do you feel about that though? Like with kids, like who, like say like a toddler comes up and they're like looking at this, and then they have like, you said you're a veteran, right?
Not in the military, but I'm a veteran of this battlefield.
Yeah, I'm a veteran of the Iraq War. This doesn't bother me to look at. I can look at it and eat lunch, but like, what do you say to like little kids that see this and it's ingrained in their head and they're going to sleep and having a nightmare about it?
Well, I explained to them, I tailor it to their own street.
Yeah.
To a kid's level. That parents hurt their children, and they unlike so many adults, they have compassion and like the kids that are just out here, they've grown up, seeing these images, and they have compassion when most adults, most churchgoers don't have any compassion at all.
Yeah.
And so I tell people, and I'm being honest when I say this, that that I wish I'd seen these images when I was, your child's age, 5, 7, 10, whatever, because maybe I'd have compassion. And I wasn't a Christian, didn't grow up a Christian at all. I don't know if you recall it from my testimony, but maybe I would have had compassion. Like what's this? Or
I know, but like, say I want to talk about women getting raped and show videos of women getting raped and like show them to kids and to fight raping people, or say that just anything like graphic like this. I mean, there's crime scenes out there where people get mutilated, and you can stand against all murder, not just the murder of babies, but there's just a line. I'm saying morally sometimes that people see that like this could be just deemed too extreme for little children to see. And if it wasn't like, say if you didn't have this picture, right, or that picture, and you just had like murdered children and you represented it in a less graphic way around kids, you think adults might be more receptive to your message? No. Based
on experience, because I have done it with no victim images, and people still. I've had people. I was outside of a high school / middle school years ago. No victim imagery. We had pictures of babies in the womb, and they lost their minds. I mean, they tried to steal our signs. They were in our face, assaulting us. No victim images, nothing. And we were giving out literature with little babies in the womb, not torn apart. And I mean, other times that I've done it where people just they lose it and they get upset. And it's because we in this country we rebelled against God, as you know, and we hate kids. And I'm
a believer in God. I'm right wing.
What's that?
I'm a right wing guy who believes in God. Ex-Antifa, you know that.
Yeah.
But freaking, this is like, I'm just not trying to critique you. I'm just bringing up like that's the stuff that does bring a lot of trouble, I think, with people. And I've seen you get threatened. People threaten. Do any of those people actually go to jail for threatening you? Or do the police let it go? Because that's gonna help me in IRL. Because I'm trying to figure out what I can get away with. Like not with you, but out there. Like if somebody threatens me and I'm like, say, you know what, I'm gonna say something on stream, and then all of a sudden they come knocking at my door and arrest me, but yet people are threatening you and nothing happens to them.
And I've had a few people assault me out here, not like shoved me.
Yeah.
A guy was literally shoving me away from the mom a couple months ago. I filed a police report, and I'm still waiting to see if anything happens.
So you think that maybe the police are against your ideology, and that biases that shouldn't happen?
The
then
police, they don't want me here. I know that.
I used to be a military police officer in the Army. I took the job serious. I was really good at it. At 18, I was interrogating people for the Provost Marshal's office in Korea, doing 2823 sworn statements. So I got some experience and stuff, but it's just.
Well, and I guess just to clarify, I believe it's appropriate to have it publicly displayed. Where kids might be. I don't like. Oh, hold on.
Go ahead.
And from Jesus Christ, He's the only Savior from sin.
Go ahead. You can't even see chat because this thing is like attached right here. Let me pull it. Awesome. I got nobody. Just looking at the signs here. She says, love. So Jesus saved. Are you saved? Human being in the first trimester. Killing a baby. There's no way to Planned Parenthood. I don't know who the fuck anybody is. Oh, we got more IRL planned too, guys. Like today's I'm done with putting up with bullshit day. So, see how stupid people really are. There's a QR code. We're gonna reattach it and hack the shit out of it. But yeah, there's the other side of the sign. I'll get this on there again. This thing, if it's not stable, it's not stable. I had to get my gimbal, and I get tired of carrying that stupid stick around when I stream, so this is the easier hands-free method, and you want to be like hands-free whenever you do this kind of stuff. So. Now we're here with Nick Howell watching the oozing at Planned Parenthood. I said everywhere I go, everybody takes off. I said it feels like sometimes everywhere I go, people run it like just take off.
I mean, I don't take these signs in front of like daycares or.
Yeah.
They're fine in front of high schools, and I think they're fine in front of middle schools. You know, we may disagree on that, but and I'm fine with these being around little kids.
I'm not going to change your mind. I'm smart enough. I've been here before, and I met a guy.
I'm just explaining.
And I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to understand. You know, freaking like I didn't film them going in because I don't do it. But you know, it's like
just answering your question because good questions to ask.
Like they always bring up like the rape thing, right?
Oh, yeah,
and then somebody comes here and like it's like this person was raped, and like that is really a bad situation where it's like that, and you say kill the rapist and not the child.
Right.
I know you say that. And there's if a woman wants to go through with having a rape baby, I believe that is better than abortion. But the psychological stuff. I mean, I guess you could adopt out things like that, but. It's just like I can't change your mind. There's people out here that you don't think you could change their mind, but you never know till you try.
Oh,
so,
you know who changed my mind?
God
can change your mind.
Mm-hmm.
God's totally changed my mind on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Like I had a completely different worldview than I had before God saved me, or even different than 10 years ago, or maybe even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I think probably know. I did not grow up doing any of this.
Yeah. I didn't grow up IRL in myself.
And so
it's kind of almost the same, going out and you make a lot of enemies sometimes, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. And they definitely make enemies in this culture speaking against baby murder, which is
you
crazy.
make enemies like I talked about black fatigue once, and I made enemies because of that. But yeah, there's black people who have YouTube channels that talk about black fatigue, and it's like. The people that look at me don't even know about those people. Or like Lily Gaddis, she's a crazy like self-proclaimed white supremacist, and like I look at all this stuff on YouTube and like the way the world's going, it's not just abortion, it's crime, it's poverty, it's inequality, it's telling people that I don't want to say, I can't say it. Maybe we'll say it. Talk about that over lunch or something sometime. But yeah, but I don't want to take away from what you're doing out here. Well, I don't agree with the approach of that, and
you don't, or
well, mainly that one. That's a little grab. I don't agree with that, and also I believe that as an abolitionist, men have to take into perspective. You're telling a woman that you're taking away a right, and yes, it's a right to murder, but everybody has free will to do whatever they're going to do, and if they're really hell bent or want to come here and they're already here, most likely they're going to go through with it. Maybe there's a psychological effect afterwards where they remember you and stuff, but do what you do. I don't agree with it. But does that sound kind of like normal to you?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
Yeah.
My parents don't agree with it, but they know that their son. I don't know how much of my family agrees with it, but it's like, well, Jesus said, if you don't hate your father and mother, brother and sister, then you're not, I think, worthy of me. And it's like I told the Lord years ago, I'm willing to lose my family over this, over the gospel, over Christ, and I haven't. I mean, but there aren't many people in this country that actually, fear God, who stand up for these children, and by God's grace, He made me one of them. I have no idea why, but He's sovereign, and because I'm nothing, I'm a nobody, but God gave me a love for children, and that I was horrified when I found out what this nation does to kids every day, and people, not going to, I'm just saying, people, express outrage over a school shooting.
Yeah.
But then they turn around. Many of those same people turn around and support doing that to children. They're human rights hypocrites. And I heard some of them on on the TV yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, how many of these people speaking against this guns and shooting support doing that to children? They're human rights hypocrites.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ can set them free if they would repent, lay down their pride. Then God can give them a new heart. And as the Bible says in Ezekiel 36, He can take away their heart of stone and give them a heart of flesh, which He did with me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm out here, because I'm an introvert. I don't like crowds, if I didn't tell you that already. And
Yeah, I know what you mean.
being out here does not make me... this is totally in my comfort zone. Totally out.
Me too.
But God, gives His people grace to deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow Him. And so I'm doing what's very uncomfortable, and because I know when and where my neighbors are being massacred with police protection, escorts coming out here to make sure the murders take place. And
I don't mind the cops out here, honestly. I think the crackdown in D.C. is necessary, and it's heading to Chicago, and it's going to spread to other cities. I mean, the only people that are going to cry about that are people who it affects what they do. So. We can set up a time to go get coffee or a meal or something. Yeah, on the white side of town.
Yeah.
But here's the plan. We'll talk. We'll touch base off stream. But I would love to have you on panel on my show that I do on YouTube. I just started using OBS, so basically you come on and share your views and stuff. Maybe ask some questions like this, and we just go from there. It'd be about an hour long.
Okay.
But that would be after we eat somewhere or something like that. But we'll have to have a sit down and talk. It'll just be me and you.
Okay.
So it'll be somewhere in the northwest
you
side.
Message me.
I got this now that
let me know what day and time, and I'll see if that works in my schedule.
Okay.
And we can make it work.
All right, but you do know that I don't agree with the abolitionists in that, though, right? I don't agree with the abolitionist stuff, like the graphic pictures and then a man. I don't agree with murdering, period. But I also don't agree with men telling women they don't have a choice on what they're gonna do. Because what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose?
I'm an uncle for a baby.
I know, but
if I didn't know that before.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
So I lost a child. Never got to know.
I understand, but
great loss. One of the reasons why I'm doing this, actually, that I'm an uncle who never got to hold that child in my arms.
Yeah.
Great loss.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I understand you've lost something, and that's why you do this. But
But
are there abolitionists? All of you have lost somebody who has a baby or something like that. Is that how you become it, or are there? But to the ones that haven't, though, to the ones, go ahead. Let him do his thing. I just noticed something. All right, Nick, I'm going to chat with her, and then I'm going to head out. It's a beautiful day.
Just message me, day and time. Good handshake.
No problem. Later, man. Hello. Any volunteer here?
I'm a volunteer, not here.
Not
I'm a
here.
volunteer for women.
Oh, really? What do you represent?
Sidewalk Advocates for Life.
What's that?
It's an organization that wants to approach the woman and help her to have other options and alternatives and make sure she's aware of them in the community.
So you're pro-life?
Yeah, sure.
What's the difference between pro-life and abolitionist?
Well, I
I've met him before.
I think it's the approach. I think,
approach.
His approach is a little more hostile, and I'm not sure how you're going to attract someone to come and talk to you if you.
Yeah, we just talked about that. I let him know I don't agree with the graphic pictures in front of kids.
What
I
are you
haven't seen
out
nothing. I'm a live streamer.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, like this is all live right now on YouTube. There should be a bunch of platforms, but Prism decided I had to pay my premium. I didn't stop at the bank to pay it, so I'm only doing YouTube right now.
Gotcha.
But you can find me at Star Fox Pictures on YouTube.
You can find more information about Sidewalk Advocates for Life. Just go to their website at sidewalkadvocatesforlife.org, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I got business cards.
The idea is to find women and make sure that they are not alone or unsupported. This place is for profit. And so I don't profit for being out here. I'm a volunteer.
Yeah.
And I volunteer at the Women's Clinic up the street that offers solutions.
I think he talks about it sometimes.
He does. I don't know if he knows much about it. But
Is she two aren't like?
we're not together at all.
Oh, you don't like get a?
No, it'd be really helpful to us if he wasn't out here because I think his approach is not going to bring people.
I told him that, but
Yeah.
honestly, like,
You can't. I think it's just, it's,
yeah, he's gonna do what he does, you know.
and sometimes he has success. Sometimes he finds somebody who's willing to listen to that. And
Yeah.
but we've had so much success talking to women, helping them find alternatives, helping them to know they're not alone, support if they have gone through this, because there's no follow-up here. There's no making sure that someone's okay. They don't know that
Really?
11% of women that take the pill, according to insurance records, it's 800,000 insurance records showing that women who have taken the pill have an adverse effect within 45 days.
What kind of effects are those?
Emergency room visits, heavy bleeding, hemorrhaging, heavy bleeding, and sometimes follow-up DNC procedures because it didn't work. The FDA only regulates it to, it says it's only effective 70 days post LMP, so your last menstrual period. And they're offering it here a lot longer than that.
Really?
And there's not necessarily a sono to make sure it's not ectopic. If it's an ectopic pregnancy, meaning it's not implanted in the womb, it could be deadly because of hemorrhaging. It's not effective, and it's not. And it could be
At that point,
dangerous.
is that abortion? They get like.
So then they'd have to go for surgical. Well, that's an extra cost. This is not about women. It's about money, profit driven, right? So they say 3% of their work is abortion, but look at their profit margins and just notice that abortion is actually one of the biggest fuels. They their services. So for every Planned Parenthood in the state of Kansas, I believe the statistic was 140 free women's health clinics. And not necessarily free, but sliding scale and very affordable, that offer the same services besides abortion. So why do they exist? It's obvious. And so I come out here to let women know that this is, they gain by telling you the lies they tell you. And I've met too many women that come to our clinic saying, no one ever told me. I wish someone had told me. I wish that I didn't have to go through that. I felt alone. That was my only choice. Scarring, infertility that comes from that afterwards. So there's a whole range of things that we're not addressing, and there's a lot of money behind this place that fuels their campaign, which is powerful. You go to Google and you can't to go down many pages before you can find any real information. But some of the largest studies that were just done have like a lot of backing to them. They're peer-reviewed studies. So it's really a frustrating experience to see that women are lied to, and there's a money giant behind it. This is big abortion. We talk about big pharma all the time.
Yeah, profits and all that. I know it gets evil when people start stacking that up. But
like follow the money for any of these things, right? Follow the money. Women's health care, then why are women coming in alone and their boyfriends are out here and their husbands are out here? Why are women that come in pairs or triples and someone drops them off? Why aren't we checking to find out if they're being trafficked? That is a part that comes with it.
They don't check that either.
No, I met a woman out here who said, the last time I came with a woman who said she was my mom and I was being trafficked. And I said, why are you here again? Now she had a boyfriend who said, we'll do this again later. We'll have another kid later. And he paid for her to come here from Texas by herself.
Yeah.
Where was he? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's sad. And I asked the police officers many times that are in here, they're off duty, and I'll be like, how do you know they're not being coerced? Because it's against the law to coerce someone here in the state of Kansas.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I asked them. And I said, what do you do? I took him aside and I said, are you being coerced to come here? And I was like, I'm in private with women over there at the clinic that I work at, and they can't tell me that. And I only know it when their boyfriend comes in and they say a different answer than them, So it's like, it is scary. It is scary to think about. Trafficking is on the rise in Kansas. They don't even report their abortion numbers. Planned Parenthood doesn't have to report to KDHE, the Kansas Department of Health and Environment.
Yeah.
And Kansas Department of Health and Environment just suddenly decided they're not going to track it anymore because abortion is up 153% in our state. and they stop tracking it then.
Like the neighborhood, is it mostly poor people who are doing this?
Here, I think it's all Fort Summer. Mostly it's Texas, Oklahoma that are coming here. So we are supporting Texas and Oklahoma with these abortions. That's what we're doing. Kansans are actually, the number hasn't changed in Kansas for abortions. But since the overturning, or since the amendment failed for value them both, almost all of the safeguards that we had in place for abortion clinics are off. So there's very little limitations here. And they don't even have to report an abortion if it's before 22 weeks. It's like voluntary. So you can think about how many malpractices can happen. You should hang around and meet the abortionist when she comes out. I mean, like,
I'll come back sometime.
you can see them and see and like and talk. I mean, it's incredible. I'm like, these are.
Are you talking about abortionists or abolitionists?
Abortionists here at this clinic.
Okay.
They don't post their name. We don't know their records. In the state of Kansas, you could be a resident, you could be a physician assistant. You know, like, who's doing them?
I run a show called Neo Antifa Show. I'm a right wing. I believe in God. I used to be Antifa. I quit. Trump supporter.
I'm from Portland, Oregon, so I can tell you I know about it.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah. It was a long story why I quit, but basically I got effed over by everyone, and I was fighting for all these groups that I felt weren't putting any effort into anything that I was doing.
Yeah.
So finally, when stuff hit the fan, I was like, you know what? I'm done. And I didn't just quit. I was like, I started looking at all the problems in this country and how things are getting better. I don't want to get political, but I will. With Trump and what's going on with DC and them cracking down on crime. And, you know, things need to be done to make things better in crime-ridden cities. I mean, if you think about, like, abortions, this could be related to crime. You're talking about human trafficking, people lying to police.
We don't talk about any of that.
And that cop lying about coercing people.
Yeah. I mean,
that's pretty serious.
It doesn't seem to be fair, but I'm telling you, that's what that solution was.
Really?
Every time we brought it up, they said, "Why are you guys talking about trafficking so much?"
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I did the YouTube show. Like, using OBS, I can pull up people's Facebooks right there on live. I can look up this place. I can find out everybody who works.
Yeah.
It's not really doxing because I looked into, like, I know a lot about doxing, and I've doxed the shit out of some enemies I've had really badly. But like, if it's like open source intelligence or publicly accessible information, it's free game. Yeah. So somebody can't create a profile on Facebook and then all of a sudden they pop up on my show and they're crying about all their messages, or like, you know, it's like, it's a government, like, it's an open book for the government. It's all that social media really is. Even like live streaming.
It is. I mean, it's a weird world. It's kind of strange to see how where AI will take us, all of these things.
Oh, I use AI often. It's really fun. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff on the internet. But like with the IRL and live streaming, like I've been up in New York, up in DC, freaking out running around. Yeah. I've had a lot of fun. Well, I don't do it as much because it's been so hot, and I go to the VA and take like medicine that makes me overheat. But freaking the point of my IRL, stands for interval live streaming, is when I'm not doing the shows, I go out and I just talk to people, like I'm talking to you. Like I talk with him, and we're gonna go have some breakfast. I was mad at him. I don't want to oust him, but like there was some kind of miscommunication because we met.
He likes to film people. And
we
he
met.
puts it up on his YouTube, and he.
I know his channel. You have his channel? Yeah.
I don't check it. It makes me angry because it's like it undoes the good work that we're trying. You know, we're making connections. We're talking to women. Yeah. And it's been successful. We can get them real help. And in the span of how much he's out here, you know, he might have one save.
So his operation affects what you're doing.
It does, yeah, because it kind of, but you know, in some ways, I have friends that have come out here and said, actually, it kind of helps me because I can say I'm not with him, and that makes like the good cop, bad cop scenario. I mean, it depends. It makes me sad to see the way he shames people that are confused, have been lied to, and the better opportunity for them is to, you know, encounter compassion.
Like God. Yeah, I can agree with that. I told him I don't agree. Like with women, I told him that I think that it's for a man to like tell a woman what they can do with their body, what does he have to lose? And he brought up like he lost a family member because of an abortion. So I'm like, well, there's abolitionists out there who haven't lost anybody, but they're fighting for that fight. And like what they're doing is they're women out there, they're like, why does this man get to decide what I'm going to do with my body? You know?
Right. Right, and that's interesting, but then they don't think about how 50% of that DNA is their child, and a lot of men don't get to have any say on it.
Yeah.
They don't get to say what happens to their child, you know, and so
it's interesting. What
I think it's not fair. And I think it's a culture that wants to emasculate men and say that they don't get to have a say on anything, but they don't have anything to do with it. And you know, there's sad situations where men, you know, have been pretty awful, right? But like in a situation that they haven't, it's not fair, you know. So I think that's the reality, is that this place wants to say you don't get to have a voice at the table, but you know, that woman gets to raise a boy, right? She gets to be out there. Why can't this man be involved? So it's just a breakdown of the family as they want.
Yeah.
They want to isolate, and at the end of the day, you can go and find lots of undercover Planned Parenthood footage, and it's all true, right? It's all true. They find it. They cover up human trafficking. Any minor can come here without even a consult, more than 30 minutes at the most, and get hormones that change their complete makeup, you know, as we don't even know how safe these are or not safe. So,
all right, I don't support that shit.
No, but they're a friend of mine's. I'll take them out.
And do you have a card or anything?
I don't have a card, but you can check out the website.
I got the phone. I'll end the stream and I'll type it in. All right, guys, we're gonna shut it down. Peace. Oh, we're going back out to IRL and some more spots. This is a beautiful day. Peace out.